Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I am back doing your January 2016 monthly tarot horoscopes. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Virgo. Yay! I'm to Virgo. Thank you guys so much for liking and Google Plusing and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. My big news is that I do have a new website, oracledaphne.com. It's all one word and it's all lowercase. And, if you'd like to set up a private reading, feel free to email me or just check out my website. Has all the information that you need about how to set up a reading. But you just pick a time and day from my calendar page on my website and then email me, elizabetholson31@gmail.com, and let me know, what day or time you like to get scheduled. So, it's very easy, very simple. I feel like scheduling is so much easier now. I'm kind of regretting not building my website sooner. I put it off for so long. But yeah, so let's see what we've got for you guys for the month of January 2016. I have been shuffling quite a lot, and I think I'm just ready to lay them out. Quite interesting, Virgo. You've got a lot of interesting cards. Let's start with the foundation. For those of you who are new to my channel, I kind of bob around and do, start in different places. But I'm going to start with the foundation, or the card in the distant past, and that's the Devil in reverse. Okay, the Devil upright is this. In reverse, it just looks like that. Okay. So in my mind, this girl has, gotten out of the cave. She's no longer chained to the devil. She's no longer chained to her job. She's no longer chained to any negative things. She's free because all these rocks have fallen away, and the devil's fallen away, and she's taken her heart back. He's dropped it in the midst of this, everything kind of falling apart. So there may have been some kind of dissolving or something changing, some major changes happening within a relationship, within a job, in the distant past. Okay, it may, because it's almost sort of like there's this crumbling or like rumbling of like change that's going on, and maybe it finally happens in January, or it kind of is just sort of there, I want to say it's sort of like an earthquake almost. And the thing is, Virgo's an earth sign, so this will make sense. It's like an earthquake, and it's almost just like, you hear those rumblings, started, and then it's like the major one happens later. It could be the big one. It's weird because I feel like this is actually maybe like even a prediction for like 2016 in the fall. I want to say like around your birthday in September, there may be like a major earthquake. I'm just thinking that. I don't know. I hope not, but especially in California, there may be like a major earthquake. I think this is going to be a big year for earthquakes. But for those of you who are in a relationship or in a job that's just kind of like, it may just sort of have been deteriorating. There may be some things that have been deteriorating. Like your health could have been deteriorating. Your job, things in your job may not have been going quite right, okay? Or the way you want them to be. Or it could just be a marriage that's deteriorating, too. It's where things are kind of dissolving. It's those rumblings of the earthquake. It may be like a major thing where you've completely broken out of a relationship, or you broke up in the past and you're getting over it. It may have been a major breakup too. When we were talking, like, for those of you who are watching, this could be like a major divorce or a messy divorce or something that you went through that was major in your life. And I think for Virgo, any kind of move or any kind of change is always major. Because Virgos are the ones that they're the pillars of society, like Taurus and Capricorn. They're like the pillars of society. Things don't change a great deal for them all at once. So when there's a lot of change, it kind of is very disruptive. Just like an earthquake is disruptive. So I feel like for them, for those of you who have changed or moved or gotten out of a relationship, a long-term relationship, this has been a very this has been disruptive for you, and you're still trying to move forward from it. Because you have the Ten of Swords, which is the heartbreak, in the recent past. It's actually good that this card is in this position, because that means in a way you're getting over it. You're moving on from it. You have the Page of Wands crowning you. So the Ten of Swords is this downward pull, this heartbreak, this sadness, this depression, this, crash, But then you have this Page of Wands, which is about being active and getting out there and the universe saying, go for it, whatever it is, and the cheerleading, And this is doing things more with music, maybe going to a concert. This is singing and dancing and having more fun, Having more fun is one of those things that I planned into my 2016 schedule, and so should you, Virgo. So should you. Write it in your calendar. Have fun on Tuesday, whatever, the 29th, or I don't know. Write it in your calendar that you're going to have fun and go out on one of those days. Seriously, this is what you need to do, okay? So we have that. Now, you may be in a relationship with Leo because you did get some cards that Leo got, and you also got some cards that Cancer got as well. You may be coming out of a relationship with a Cancer. And I want to say things are going to change for the better, okay? Whatever it is that has disrupted you in the past, I feel like things are going to move forward for the better. It may feel like a little bit of a testing time because you got the Strength card in the position of the immediate future, and that is a test. So know that if you go through any kind of struggle or hardship in the immediate future, it is the universe testing you. It is something that you're meant to go through, you're meant to learn from. So kind of go through with that in mind, rather than thinking, oh my God, worst case scenario type thing, like this is going to be this way forever, because it's not, okay? You do have, it's interesting because you have the Magician crossing you, and the Magician is a lot of times the work card, getting a lot done, being very good with your hands. This is the Dentist card. A lot of Virgos are dentists because they pay attention to the tiny little details, those tiny little cavities that nobody can see, And the Magician's crossing you, but what's at the center of everything is the World card, which is really, really positive. So I want to say you're starting off January with this positive energy, positive mind frame. You're looking deeply into things. You may be psychic. You may have some psychic ability yourself, because this a lot of times is the psychic. She's able to see deeply into things. She's thinking deeply. She's almost like in a meditative state, like a trance-like state. She's in this state of mind that she's really analyzing things. You maybe just be very analytical and noticing the little details in life. But this is also just a very abundant time, beginning of January for you, Virgo. And you're working hard, making money. So that's positive. The thing that concerns me is the Devil card in the reverse, which is a positive thing, but it's disruption. So there may be, I feel like, and it's hooking up with the Magician, which is the work. So there may be disruptions at work. There may be challenges at work, I want to say. And because it's linking up with the Strength card, I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be work stuff, co-worker stuff, boss stuff. If you are your own boss, then it's not applicable to you, obviously. You may just be working quite a lot, and that may be the test, that you have a lot to do, you have a lot to get done, and you do need to remember to take breaks. A lot of people don't take breaks. A lot of Earth signs just power through things, and they don't stop. You do need to stop. You need to take your lunch break, and you take your, coffee break, whatever. I used to say that I was going to go take a smoke break, and I would just go outside and have a sip of water and just have some, walk around the park for a second and then come back, or walk around the parking lot, and come back for wherever it was that I was working. Fresh air is very important. You being outside is very important. This is also things coming to an end that have been needing to come to an end for some time. I feel like there's a lot of things that are loose ends that are being tied up in January with all the signs. It's almost just like a lot of loose ends, a lot of T's being crossed, a lot of I's being dotted, things just kind of wrapping up. It's almost like the new year is beginning at the end of January. The new year's beginning, actually maybe more like February 1st. I'm not sure why. It's almost like there's like a little bit of stagnation kind of going on in January. Could be the Mercury retrograde, which wouldn't surprise me at all. But it also could just be the energies in general with everybody. That there's this like, it's almost like people are still in hibernation, or people are still, with the exception of Leo, because Leo is on fire, okay? So if you have any planets in Leo, or if you're in a relationship with a Leo, they're on fire this month. They're on fire in January, period. But everybody else, I feel like, has some things to wrap up. I feel like it's a time of wrapping things up. It's not a time necessarily for new beginnings. At least I don't see that in this spread. But I feel like in a way you already have started the cycle of the new, because you let go of some old, whether it was a move, whether it was a job, whether it was a relationship, whatever. You're moving on in a positive direction, which I do like to see. In the position of emotions, you have the Zen card, the spiritual Zen card, which is the star in reverse, which is gifts from heaven, many blessings, and happiness. Okay, so this is mid-January, being really, really happy. The star card in reverse is, it's almost like the stars are shining down, like sending all this light down to you. And it's like you're just sort of able to recharge, your batteries, and you're in a very Zen state, very positive, happy state. The word happiness in the position of emotions is exactly what I like to see, okay? For Virgo, this is really, really good. So it may just be where, mid-January, there's a period of time where things are going really good. Despite all this disruption, things are going good. Because you have all this abundance kind of going on, financial abundance, prosperity, happiness. It's a trend that's kind of started, and I feel like it's starting in the beginning of January. But it's going to continue. The only things that, towards the end of January, you do have some things that I would say are not great, but they're not terrible. The things to look out for are, you have the Hanged Man, which is coming in from the outside. So you may have some health concerns. I feel like the health is going to be a huge thing starting in January for everybody. I don't know why. I'm just seeing it a lot, especially if you have a lot of planets in Cancer. I feel like one of you has an eating disorder. One of you has an eating disorder, and somebody is... and one of you has problems with their children. Someone who has a child who's not well, or two children that are not well. And know that, that child is being looked out for, by the angels, by the fairies. They're really being cared for. So you don't have to worry about this child. I feel like you worrying about this child is causing ill health for you. So there's a child, whether it's your child, whether it's your grandchild, there's a child who's not well. And you're concerned about that child. Very, very concerned. And other people are too, and it's not just you. It may be, somebody in the family that is, some relationship to you, but it's like you're very concerned. You need to pray for this child. You need to pray for this child, because this child is not well and hasn't been well. So you need to... This child has many gifts, though. The child is very gifted. So in some ways, they're very blessed. In other ways, it's their health that's causing them serious problems. Serious, serious problems. Natural remedies are the answer. This is what I'm getting. And This is just what I'm seeing right now in this card. It's a natural, there's like a natural cure. There's like a natural thing that this child needs to take. Any of the stuff that's being given that's not natural is only causing the condition to not get better, but it's not like the condition's getting worse, but it's like stagnating the condition where nothing's really happening. And I feel like the child could get better, but the problem is the child's not getting the kind of natural treatment. There's something, it's like a natural herb or a natural remedy or something that the child could take that would help. But for whatever reason, the care that the child's getting isn't that for whatever reason. So for those of you, who are doing the regular MD route, you might want to see a naturopath. Seriously, Google naturopathic medicine. I don't care where you have to go. Take your child to go see this person. There's natural doctors all over the country. Even an herbalist would help. But I'm really getting natural medicine for you. I mean, it's a natural thing. It's something that might even cost like $10 or $15 online that you could buy. Even on Amazon, there's a lot of natural supplements that you can buy that would help your child. I don't know why I'm talking a lot about this, but I feel like this is a major deal. So I just wanted to say that. You do need to do that. Towards the end of January, moving on from that, okay, towards the end of January, you have this Four of Cups in the position of your attitude, okay? And the Four of Cups is being checked out, being unable to focus. Now, your shadow is, Virgo, your shadow is the Pisces, okay? So the thing for you is, this is you not being able to concentrate. This is you kind of being checked out of reality for some reason. And the Pisces is always pretty much checked out. You may have some planets in Pisces, okay, too, also. Now, this is a general reading. Not all Pisces are, tripping out away every single day. But a lot of Pisces have this element of they see things through the fog. They see things sort of as the dream. And this is the Four of Cups energy, which is being in that dream, living in that fantasy world, not the reality. The only thing that's blocking you in January is this card, which is an easy fix, because if you kind of snap out of it and you say, okay, I'm going to focus. I think focus and concentration are going to be major issues in January. For whatever reason, you're not able to focus, you're not able to concentrate. So you need to really work on doing yoga every single day. Work on things that help you concentrate. Work on making sure your diet is balanced, making sure you're not overeating, undereating. That's all part of the Hanged Man as well. For those of you who don't have children, the Hanged Man is taking better care of your health, getting the care that you need for yourself. If you're tired, going to bed. Don't stay up all night. If you are hungry, make sure you eat. Make sure you have some nuts or some snacks or something in your car so you don't have like a blood sugar crash on the way home from work. If it's a 2-hour commute, you're going to have that crash and you're going to be, when you get home, irritable. So this is also your perspective. You're losing perspective towards the end of January. It's like right now, it's like all of January, you're really on track to having a lot of positive things happen for you. But towards the end of January, it's like you are blocking the positive things because you're not seeing things realistically. You're not thinking rationally. You're thinking, it's like that person that has like is living paycheck to paycheck, but for some reason they think that that they have enough money to go buy a new computer, so they go buy the new computer. But then for some reason, it's a major surprise when they don't have enough money for rent, and then they're like really behind. So things like that. It's sort of like this weird, and it doesn't even really seem like you. You may be thinking about this person who's got a lot of water in their chart, a lot of air in their chart. It may not even be you, because Virgos generally have their feet on the ground. Usually Virgos are very practical. They're very analytical. They're the list makers, the ones that check off all the boxes. So for you to not be sort of making your list and checking it twice is sort of uncharacteristic of you. And it may just be, you kind of living in this fantasy where you need to get more grounded. You need to make your list. You need to check it twice. You need to think about the future. You need to make some phone calls and talk to people who love you and can reconnect with people. Don't stay on the outskirts of life forever, okay? This is the kind of thing where time passes you by, so you got to remember that. You don't want too much time to pass you by. Now the outcome is, strangely that I say, the Six of Pentacles. So you can see this person, there's money pouring out. Okay, the money is not pouring in. Okay, so you need to be careful of your spending. There may be some issue in your relationship, partnership, where spending is an issue, where your partner may be spending a lot and you're kind of concerned about that. You may be spending a lot and your partner is concerned about that. So this is also, the outcome may be some kind of legal settlement too, because this is a lot of times a legal card, or a new job, you wanting to find a new job, or getting a new job. But the problem is that you're so tuned out, or you're so lost in your own little bubble that you don't take advantage of maybe a new opportunity that comes to you, or you for whatever reason you decline a settlement which would be better for you to take, or you get into an argument with your partner about finances, but in a way you don't really know how to argue it because you don't really know what's going on with your finances. So it just, again, several things that aren't necessarily characteristic to you, but you may be in kind of the negative aspect of the Virgo for whatever reason. You may have a lot of water in your chart. You may not be paying attention to the details, and in this life, that's what you need to do. So you need to pay attention to the details, not, be realistic about things that are going on in your life. Be realistic with your partner. Be realistic with your finances. And I feel like things will go better for you. Some of you are not sleeping right. I feel like some of you are maybe getting only a few hours of sleep at night, and it's going to be affecting your emotions. It's also affecting, what you do decide to do in life, your career. And you may be kind of overspending because of it for some reason. But again, it's all affecting you. Sort of like if you're not sleeping at night, your day becomes the dream. It's sort of like, you're not in touch with reality because it's sort of like you're always sort of dreaming. So you need to figure out your sleep patterns and make sure you're getting better sleep. And also, it's affecting, some of you may have some temper problems. There may be some temper, frustration problems happening at the end of January, where it's like, you're not necessarily getting what you want, but it's sort of like, it's almost like a disappointment or something that happens where you may not get the settlement that you want, okay? That may be something that upsets you, but there may be something else that upsets you. It's something to do with health related, or it's like a piece of news that's not positive, and it gets you down, and it gets you angry, and it gets you upset. You need to try to number one, get better sleep. So if something does happen, you're well rested, and you can take a moment to think about what you say before you say it. And then also, if something negative happens where it's like a piece of bad news or something, you may decide to get some counseling for this. This may be something that you need to do. But it's, again, reconnecting with other people that's going to help you. People who love you, not doing it alone. A lot of times Virgos try to take on the world by themselves. And the thing is, it doesn't work out because Virgos need that physical contact. And the next best thing to physical contact is good communication. So Virgos are very good communicators. Virgos are the people that they can talk a lot. So this is you communicating well with others, learning to communicate better, communicating your emotions. Working on hormones, too, is something else. For those of you ladies, hormones are a major thing. And especially those of us who are emotional creatures, So kind of maybe getting your hormones in balance. You you may want to see a naturopath. You may want to talk to somebody about, getting some hormones tested or figuring out where the imbalance is. This can, to me, indicate like hot flashes. So women of like a menopausal age, there are tons of things you can take, natural things that you can take also, that can help you. I'm also thinking for some of you, it's like Bach flower remedies too that will also help. Or just having more flowers around you. If you have flowers in the house, it always cheers up the house. So buy yourself some flowers. Definitely see a naturopath. Get some, Bach remedies also, and get better sleep. I feel like those pieces of advice are crucial for you. And know that you're loved, and know that you don't have to stay disconnected in order to have a good life. You don't have to do it on your own. That's the main thing. So, that's all for right now. Know that you're very blessed this month because you have the star, and the heavens is really blessing you with a lot of positive energy. I feel like this person that was in your life that was negative is out of your life. And any kind of major change that's going on, that you're, any work issue, I feel like you're going to be able to sort it out. You have the ability to do that. So stay positive and focus on you. I want to say focus on you this month. Yeah. So I'm going to send you big hugs, and like I always do, big hugs. Big kisses. I will be back mid-January for your January horoscopes. And thanks again so much for, being such good subscribers. And I send you all the best. Take care. Talk to you soon.